last Sunday, the government provided direction to me to prepare and deploy an air task group and a special forces group forward to the United Arab Emirates to be in a position, should government make a decision to commit on operations, to then commit on operations into Iraq. I just again want to emphasise that decision to commit on operations has not been made. Right? So this is prepare and deploy. As a part of the Air Task Group, the approval was for up to 8 Super Hornet aircraft. There'll be an air-to-air refuelling capability and an airborne early warning and control capability. So the air-to-air refuelling capability is based on the KC-30 air-to-air refuelling tanker that we have, and the airborne early warning control capability is the E-7 Wedgetail aircraft. The F-18s and the KC-30 are out of Amberley. The Wedgetail aircraft, for those of you that follow it, know that it's out of Williamtown. We're also directed to prepare and deploy a Special Forces contingent. That contingent is based on our commando capability. I know speculation has been otherwise during the week. It's based on our commando capability. The force flow that we have in place is that the Special Forces contingent is now in the Middle East and in the UAE, and except for some equipment to follow on, the personnel are established in the UAE and ready to continue with the planning. The Air Task Group, some personnel flew out with the Special Forces Task Group on Tuesday and went across. There'll be more people flying out today on C-17s, and then over the weekend the aircraft will deploy. So by mid next week they will be established in the UAE as well. For the missions that I'm contemplating that they do, for the Air Task Group, which by the way is one of the most potent air task groups we've sent offshore in a long time, if you think about it. It's not just a couple of aircraft, it's actually our primary strike aircraft, very capable tanker, and state-of-the-art airborne early warning and control capability as a package. So it's a very, very, very capable package that we are sending. For the missions, the Hornets, while we talk about the strike mission, they'll be doing a combination of missions. You'll often hear referred to as ISR. They'll be doing intelligence, surveillance and reconnaissance missions using their onboard sensors. They'll also be looking to do potentially strike and probably more commonly close air support missions in support of Iraqi security forces. The tanker will be supporting our aircraft and would be looking to support any other coalition aircraft that might be participating in air operations. And the airborne early warning control aircraft would fit in with the coalition AWACS aeroplanes and look to be able to control the airspace that the operations are being conducted in. The Special Forces, based on the commando element, if we're approved to commit on operations, would be doing an assist and advise role. Now, that's not doctrinally the term that we would normally use, but in discussions with government, in any discussions we're having publicly, I'm using the same terms that the US are using so we don't end up with confusion across the force. So what does advise and assist mean? It's our small teams of our forces advising and assisting headquarters level, about the battalion level indicatively, if you look at an Australian construct, looking to advise, assist them in being able to prepare, plan for operations, how you integrate the joint fires, the air support, the artillery, and then how would they best conduct those missions. If that headquarters is to move outside the wire, which is probably likely that it will, then our advisors would go with them to continue to advise them on those operations. But I've got to emphasise, we will not be conducting independent combat operations as formed forces. We'll be in support of the Iraqi security forces. On Tuesday and Wednesday this week, we sent in some planners into Baghdad, and they are currently working with the US and the Iraqi security force headquarters in there, looking to continue to develop this mission and what this mission may look like, who they might partner with in these operations, and where that may be. Once I have all that, I'll be returning to government with the concept of operations, the plan and all that, and that will help government consider whether we commit to those operations or not. So that's where we are at the moment with our preparation and planning and deploying, but we're well advanced. We were working on 7 days to be able to do this, to start the movement. We're moving well within that time frame at the moment.